Yeah.
I know some people will just be, oh, I have 5,000 followers, I have 10,000 followers, but you are not engaging, you are not making wise use of it. How will you have 10,000 followers and you're still checking, Oga? It's not good now, it's not done that way. Man, on top that 10,000 followers where they follow you like that, there are some people that naturally they fall in love with your craft. They just want to bless you, they just want to bless your business. That way they can, if you engage these guys, I'm not saying you will beg them for money.
Hello everyone, and Daniel, today is a very beautiful day, and today we have an amazing person with us today, Andy Bassey. Andy Bassey is a salesman and creative director with vast experience. He has worked with MultiChoice in several departments, and having him share his experience with us today, trust me guys, the sky will be our starting point. Let's have Andy Bassey introduce himself to us.
Thank you, NDANIELS. What's up, viewers? I mean, it's a big pleasure. Shout out to everyone. It's my pleasure to be here today.
How long have you been like a salesman? How long have you been a creative director in the industry?
Well, for me, sales goes way back. I started as a small boy hawking pure water. I have been in sales right from childhood, not just from pure water. I graduated from selling pure. I've sold food, I've sold decoders, I've sold, in short, almost everything. There's nothing I have not sold as a salesman. As a creative, yes, as a creative director, I have hosted a lot of events. I have organized, I have run a modeling agency. In short, it's too numerous. Gotten some awards. Even when I was in the university, it was very active. I've gotten a lot of awards, you know, all those award nights we organized it, won some pageantry, give out awards. I was winning some of those awards myself, Mr. Ebony, Mr. This, Mr. That, all these things are the start up to the creativity. These were the starting points of that creativity. And even when I stepped out of school, I was still keeping up with these things I was doing. It was now a part of me, a big part of me. So I had to keep it up and still take it to the next level.
Hearing from Mr. Andy Bassey, those things that he said is not just stories, not just fairy tales. I am a living testimony. We're actually in the same school. I know about his modeling agency. I think it was RBE Modeling Agency.
Rock board RBE Modeling Agency there.
Yeah.
And
so
it was the best in our school days.
Yeah.
It was selling, it was doing everything it's supposed to do.
And he has actually planned so many shows. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard of Moyo Idol, something like that. He was actually the orchestrator of the event. So without hyping Mr. Andy Bassey too much, let's get into the business of the day. So Mr. Andy Bassey, as usual, I have questions here for you, which is gonna help us educate our viewers. You understand? Because I want to talk about a topic about selling your craft, because it's not enough for a creative to know what he's doing. It's not enough for you to be good at what you do. You need to be able to sell your craft, because if you can't sell your craft, if you do not understand the importance of selling your craft, then you're probably gonna be good and then you are nowhere. So questions that we have here is gonna help our viewers understand the concept of sales, the concept of marketing. So the first question we have for you, Mr. Andy Bassey, is how would you define sales with respect to the creative perspective?
Sales, when it comes to the creative angle, it's different from other forms of sales. Sales in the creative angle has to do with your unique values, your skills, your portfolio, your brand, what you have to offer. From there, it will attract people to come in, maybe look at your craft, look at what you have to do, and from there take interest in you and probably stay locked or glued and want to know more about what you do, about your craft, and stuff like that. They want to come in and get identified with the brand from your skills, your value, and your style. This will automatically attract people to you, and they would want to stay glued to your content. That's sales as per the creative angle.
Alright, so if I may further explain what Mr. Andy Bassey is trying to push out to you guys, is that sales with respect to your creative or your craft is way different from every other types of selling. Let's assume probably you are selling pure water. You are not the creator of the pure water. So definitely it's not your integrity that you are selling. You are marketing someone, integrity of someone else. So it's easy for you to just tell someone, see pure water, buy, and the person will just buy it. But if you are selling yourself out or you are marketing yourself, it has to be with you making sure that you are good at your craft, right?
If you're doing the regular thing, they'll be like, okay, A is doing it, B is doing it, C is doing it, it's random.
Yeah.
You're not standing out. It's just you. It's just the normal thing every other person has been doing. So why would I want to patronize you? Why would I want to come in? It's obtainable everywhere. So you must have that uniqueness. You must have that value. So that way it will be easier for you to push yourself out, sell yourself, sell your brand.
That's very nice. So that brings us to the next question here. Why is this perspective of sell important to a creative? I'm asking this question because someone might be like, how does this concern me? Because they need to understand why they should know this, why they should understand the concept of marketing their craft, the concept of marketing their skill. Understand? How is it important to a creative?
The importance of sell to a creative cannot be overemphasized, because it is from selling yourself, selling your brand as a creative, that you can sustain the business. It is from selling yourself. If you don't sell, for example, I am creating content. I'm a content creator now, and content I'm creating, nobody's engaging in the content. Nobody's interacting in the content I'm creating. How then will I get my fame? How then will I be known as a content creator? It means I'm just a content creator to myself, or myself by myself. I'm not engaging the audience. I'm not making money from it, because if you're not selling yourself as a content creator, definitely you're not making money from it. If those audience, those online platforms like the Instagram, Facebook, you're not out there, you're not selling yourself, there's no way you will get anything from it. And when you're not getting anything from it, trust me, you will not be able to sustain yourself. In the long run, you will shut down. And you'll be like, this thing is not paying. I've been generating content. I've been a creative person for over 10 years now, nothing to show for. And you cannot sustain. There's no way. There's no magic in there. There's no way you'll be able to live up to expectations, because definitely by the time you do it for 4-5 years and your mates are driving Benz, Lexus, coming back from the city, and you're there, you're still, you're a content creator, what do you have to show for? Definitely you will pull out. You will say, no, I've tried this. In call, get sales. You have to have the habit of sales. You have to have that spirit of salesmanship. You have to sell yourself to the outside world. You must sell yourself. So sales is very vital. As a creative, you must learn, you must understand, you must know how to sell yourself. That is it.
So the next question is, what guidelines will you give a creative who is ready to sell or market his craft? What are the guidelines? There are steps somebody should take,
Wow.
that will guarantee that if you do this and you start selling your craft, sure, you go blow.
Yes, yeah, you're very correct. There are ways, there are measures, there are things you need to do as a creative. And one of the things you need to do as a creative person is first define your niche. Define your niche. Some persons fail to, they just jump in, they just start doing something. They don't know what they're doing. They're doing A, they're doing B, they're doing C. They don't define their niche. They're not sure of what they're doing. They don't even know what they're doing. Step one, let's know that this is what you do and this is what you're good at. I see most Nigerians, let's bring it down to Nigerian level. I see most Nigerians doing this, just jumping into a particular person because person A is doing it, person B is doing it. Okay, I think I can do better than person A and person B. They just jump in. They don't define. They don't know why person A is doing it and why person B is doing it. They just feel, okay, because person A is doing it and is successful, is making money out of it. Person B is doing it, is making money. Me too, I will come in, I will make money out of it. Without knowing the basics of what person A and person B did. Without knowing that what person A did was, he is deeply rooted in that field. He has undergone some level of study. He knows what he's doing now. So if you are going into this, you must first define your niche. We go down to some other ones, like another thing is branding. You have to brand yourself. You understand? Establish a consistent identity for yourself. That fine, for example, we know you. You are NDANIELS. We can see you've branded yourself. Check out your cup, it's branded.
Believe.
You understand? So that is you. You have a brand, and this is your brand. That way, it's a unique identity. You've created a unique identity for yourself. That's what most persons fail to do. You will not just go to the market and buy a product.
Yeah.
That's one thing in sales. So before you buy a product, you will check which company is a producer of this. Let's check the company. The company logo. You will want to know if it's fake or authentic. If it's original. From that way, you'll be able to, okay, fine, it has a perfect brand. This is the brand. This is the logo. The logo is usually like this. It's written like this. That is the brand I'm buying. You buy that. Why? Because you know that this product is from so and so brand. I have a grandma. So when my grandma used to send us to buy paracetamol, my grandma would tell you, make sure it's M&B. Then M&B was the only paracetamol brand my grandma knew. Like, hey, if it's not M&B, don't buy. It is only M&B. Me, then I didn't even know what M&B is. I would just go to the chemist. I would just go to the shop then that sells drug. I would just say, I want paracetamol. But the paracetamol must be M&B paracetamol, must come from M&B. The doctor, oh sorry, we don't have M&B. Won't you take another paracetamol? We have Emzor here. No, grandma insisted it must be from M&B. Since way back, you see the concept of branding, how detailed she was, that she knew what she want. Yes, she knew exactly what she want, and she had to stood her ground like, this is what I want, it must be M&B. If it's not M&B, no, I'm not taking any other brand, I'm not taking any other paracetamol. So that's the concept. You must build your brand. From branding, it will help your market. Once you have a good brand, people will really want to patronize your brand. People will want to stick to you because you're branded. They know what your brand can give them. They know what your brand can offer. That way, they will definitely want to go with you. And another way of still selling yourself had to do the use of social media. Most persons fell in this angle. It's not just by creating Facebook or creating Instagram and posting there. No, it's not done that way. It doesn't end there. You have to engage your audience. You have to be active. You don't just create Facebook accounts, and you're not engaging your audience. You don't have followers and you relax. No, you must build your Facebook. You must build your page. Build your Instagram. Build your TikTok account. Build everywhere, not just one place. Even on Twitter. By the time you have all these social media platforms, it's easier for you to sell yourself. And by the time you have all this audience, because these people, they are not just followers, they are human beings. I know some people will just be, oh, I have 5,000 followers, I have 10,000 followers, but you are not engaging, you are not making wise use of it. How will you have 10,000 followers and you're still checking, Oga? It's not good now, it's not done that way. You engage your audience. In short, among your followers, there are people that can support your craft, that can just, guy, send me your account number, I won't bless you. Man, on top that 10,000 followers where they follow you like that, there are some people that naturally they fall in love with your craft. They just want to bless you. They just want to bless your business. That way, they can. If you engage these guys, I'm not saying you will beg them for money. I'm not saying you will go on and oh boss, I beg, bless. No, it's not done that way. It's because of what you are putting out. It's because of what you have, your skills, your value, what you are sending out to the outside world. That way they will get engaged. From getting engaged, yes, social media platform, they pay as well. From engaging, yes, social media will pay you, and from there you're getting your fan base, and you're getting shows, you're getting invites, you're getting everything. As a creative, knowing how to sell yourself online is a key.
Oh, that's really amazing. We have one last question to give, but before that, I want to ask you, how far Showmax now?
And this question should go off air.
You won't give me Showmax.
This question was not part of the deal.
My Showmax don't expire.
Your Showmax expired. We will renew your Showmax. Well, that brings me to, we have a gift from MultiChoice Nigeria for you. Like Wonderful. You said, yes. I know your audience already know. If they don't know the face still remain. They already know the face. Yes. And I believe them knowing the face, they know the name. It's BASSEY from MultiChoice Nigeria. And anytime we come around, we cannot come around and go back empty-handed. You must be blessed. Coming in contact with me alone, you must be blessed. So we have a gift for NDANIELS Studios. I don't know if I should present it on air or we should do it behind the scene or back or later in the day. So, but NDANIELS, how do you want it? Do you want it here or later?
Let's see it now before we take the last question.
Sorry guys, this part will be cut out.
So let's take our last question. The last question is, as always, we always ask our guests this question: what would be your final advice on sales or the act of marketing of oneself? Should I take it again?
Yeah.
What would be your final advice to creatives on the art because marketing is an art.
Yes, it is.
It's an art. You understand? So what would be your final advice to creatives on the art of marketing, of oneself, or his or herself?
Well, my final advice to creative, and this advice is a sure bet advice: do not neglect consistency. Be consistent, be persistent, you will get there. It's not easy, but if you're consistent, if you're persistent, you know your craft, you keep doing what you know how to do best, definitely you will get there. Because most times I just see that people give up too easily. They'll just start content creating, they'll just jump in, breezing and breeze out. Once they see the demands and they cannot give to it, they're just like, oh, I was thinking it's easy, I was thinking, oh, it's just shooting videos and dropping online. No, it's not just about shooting videos and posting videos online. There is more to it than just shooting and posting it online. Content creation has to do with what is in you, what you have to offer, what value are you sending out. So by the time you're good at what you do, you're consistent with what you do, you keep bringing in your A game, you keep upgrading, you don't relent. Because that's one thing, most persons, when they start, they don't upgrade.
Yeah.
You must be open to innovation, because the world is evolving every day. Every day new things are coming out. So by the time you keep being consistent and you're upgrading everything, you're upgrading yourself, you're upgrading your skills, you're learning every day. That way definitely you get to the top. That way there's no way you will not survive the industry. There's no way you will not make it out there. So big one, be consistent, be persistent, you'll get there.
That's beautiful. So thank you so much, Andy Bassey, for having time to be with us today. I'm really, really happy. I'm grateful to have you. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, now is the time for you to do so. Do not forget to follow us on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. And you can also go on and watch our previous talk shows. And also, if you are into video editing or motion graphic design, I also do tutorials on my page. You should go on and check those things out, and trust me, you're gonna learn a lot from me and also from the people I bring on here to talk to you guys. So once again, thank you guys for having my time, and peace out.